Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. Today, the 21st of September of 2022. I was going to say 2021. With all these retrogrades, we're focusing on the past, so maybe something was going on the 21st of September last year for you. Nevertheless, this is your divine connection, twin flame soulmate, important relationship reading that we do every Wednesday. For many of you, this is a reading to do with someone from your past. And again, I'm going to say with Mercury retrograde and all these planets that are retrograde right now, we are dealing with matters from the past. People from the past are returning to our lives. It doesn't only have to be romantic old flames. It could also be old friendships. We're revisiting old situations, nevertheless, listening to old songs, revisiting our childhood. Anyway, so some of you could be watching this for someone that you've been dealing with for quite some time. For some of you, it's years. For those of you that are waiting on that special person to enter your life, and you're sifting through the people that are showing up in your life, logically you need to trust your intuition. Your intuition would tell you if this is the right person. Now, we can easily get mixed up between a karmic relationship or a twin flame or a soulmate, as I always categorize them for myself and through my experience with dealing with twin flame, karmic and soulmate relationships. Soulmate would be someone that you're connected to probably through family. So from a past incarnation where you were friends, you were siblings, you were related in a past relationship. So there's a great familiarity, obviously. Karmic would be a really tough relationship, someone that's bringing you very heavy lessons. You could be teaching them lessons, they're teaching you. We do swap between student and teacher with a karmic relationship. And a twin flame is usually two halves of a whole, right? Two people that come together to form a whole. It's the twins, right? So, and we know that twins can be opposites. If you think of the twins, they sort of look towards each other. So two opposites that attract, two people that connect really well together. And I'm going to say it could possibly also, for some of you, it could be, let's say you're a Scorpio, you could be, your other half could be a Taurus. Taurus, Scorpio are on the same axis in the zodiac. That's an example that I'm giving you. Two opposites that attract, that come together, that whatever one person is bringing to the table is what the other person is missing, and the other way around. Twin flames doesn't mean that you're going to come together in this lifetime and stay together, or you could go through this whole lifetime and not find your other half, your twin. So take it as it resonates for you. And today, actually, dear friends, before I start to lay out the cards, I'd like to just mention that the Yes Please cards, I'm not doing that today. I cannot do this every single Wednesday when we do this reading. So this is done when I take personalized handwritten cards for you. It's every couple of weeks. It cannot be every week. There's just too much to do. Now, I'd like to also point out here that we did this last week. I came back a couple of times and answered your yes please, your questions. I took a card for you. For some of you, I tend to take a couple of cards I feel that I need to. So I just go with my intuition. Also, another very, very important thing to remember with these cards is I may be picking up on your energies. So the card that comes through, the answer, the thought, whatever it is that comes through for you, the card that is chosen for you, right, could be your own energy. And I keep forgetting to tell you that. So pay attention to what cards are going to come through today. see if they came through for you personally last week. Probably next week we'll do this for all of you. But I will be taking from this deck at the end of the reading, as I usually do. So if you're writing yes please and commenting yes please beneath the video, I cannot do this week. So thank you for understanding. Okay, now this week, today, I'm actually going to take the past, the present and the future. But I'm going to take, usually in this reading we take the relationship cross, which is what's going on now, what the other person brings to the table, how they feel, their emotions, what they're thinking, and you're on the other side. At the foundation is usually from the past. We're coming from the past, from the deep past, from the recent past. It will be different for each of you. We're not all in the same timeline or in the same situation. And the possible outcome is usually up here in the relationship spread. Today I'm going to do past, present, future, but I'm taking 3 cards. 3 cards for the past. Could be last week, could be a month ago, could be a year ago. It depends on your own personal situation. Okay, so past, present, and possible future. I'll be taking the Mystic Moon Oracles as well. By Mystic Moon, I'll be using the Lover's Path Tarot. Right, the Lover's Path Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks, by Chris Walder. I've got the Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti. I've got the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. And I've also got the, where is it? The Connolly Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks as well. This is by Peter Paul Connolly and Eileen Connolly. For those of you that are interested, I will also be taking the Island Time Wellness Oracle here. And of course Karma Dharma, as I usually do. And of course the Love Oracle by Amira. Amira's Love Oracle, which I've got right here. All right, dear friends, so let's see what's been going on in the past with this very important relationship that you're going to be sitting here with me for the next hour and a half for sure, trying to figure things out. Now remember, this is a general reading. This may resonate with you, may not. Take what resonates. Not all the messages will be for you. Trust your intuition. Okay, and a lot of you that have been following me, you know I do not do reversals in my public readings. In my personal readings, yes, I do reversed cards. And I've got a special on because of my birthday this month. If you are interested until the end of September, this special is still on. You get a discount of 13% off any of my readings. You can check my website out. Everything is below the video. You can always ask me if you're interested in a reading. Email me, divinedebut11@gmail.com. I love receiving your emails. Many of you do. You do communicate with me. I may take a bit longer to get back to you, but I will. Let's see what was going on in the past here, Spirit, Archangels. Calling on my Spirit Guides. Calling on my Spirit Guides. I feel I need to call on Archangel Lowfield today. The Archangel of Love and Beauty. I did see him. He visited me in my dreams. He was amazing. Full of gold. He had that gold. He had a golden tan. He had a light, like a golden aura all around him. He showed up as a male. Archangel Lowfield could show up as a female or a male. So what was going on? What's been going on in the recent past concerning this very important relationship, this divine union? I like to call it a divine union, even if it's a karmic. People come into our lives to teach us important lessons. And life is all about experience and wisdom. Through harsh lessons, we receive the wisdom. It's the soul's journey, dear friends. That's what it is. So let's see what's going on, what's been going on recently, past, You can see the past position. 3 cards. I did say past. But I'm going to add another layer for those of you that are very good with weaving, you know, doing the math. This and this equals this. That's what I love to do. Virgo is all about the details, the tiniest of the details. I've got Scorpio in my 3rd house, dear friends. So where communication is concerned, I really like to go deep. So let's see past, recent past, distant past. Okay. What is the other layer that I'm going to add? The other layer that I'm going to add is, just like the usual relationship spread, you can also add another layer by saying that you're on the left side and the other person, this is who they were in the past for you. What was sitting in between you, how your energy came together, was the Page of Wands. So that's the other layer, okay? What's at the bottom? We've got the 4 of Wands. I think I will keep the bottom of the deck. So let's see what's going on possibly in the now. In the now. Remember, this message is important for you when you get to see this reading, when you get the message here. So we've got 9 of Cups, Page of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. We've got Earth, Fire, and Water. We've got more fire if we add the 4 of Wands that's at the bottom of the deck, which is a marriage card, right? It's also a card of celebration and happiness and feeling stable and secure. But remember, I'm not reading reversal. So what's going on in the now? What's going on in the now? Okay, dear Archangel Lophiel, thank you for your guidance. What's possibly happening in the now? We've got the Ace of Cups. We have the Justice card. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. What's at the bottom of the deck here? We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. And let's take the possible future. So Libra is very strong here. We've got earth, water, and air. So there was a lack of air in the past, which speaks to without air, there's no... air is all about communication, right? Perception. It's interesting that we're in the now. We're just before the Libra season. And dear Virgo, happy birthday if you're celebrating today. And today's the 21st. We're just a moment before the autumnal equinox. So it's going to be the Libra season. I want to wish my dear Libran people a happy birthday, happy solar return. And wishing you well moving forward. Let's see what the possible future brings. What do we need to know possibly in the future? What could possibly be playing out in the future? We have a King of Wands. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We've got the Hanging Man, Pisces. And we've got the 8 of Cups. Goodness me. Okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. Okay. Let's take more cards. I'd like to take one Mystic Moon Oracle for each of the groups of cards here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, dear friends. You all know this is a free reading, so your appreciation shows through your likes, obviously. You can always comment and share this video, get it out there to others. I know that I'm usually reading for the same people. My videos don't get shared much. But anyway, it's all right. That's all right. For me, it's not about quantity, it's about quality, my dear friends. I hope you've noticed that since you've been following me for so long. Quality is more important than quantity for me. Okay, the past. The past. What was going on emotionally? And remember, the Mystic Moon Oracle shows the darker shade of emotions. We've got recognition in the recent past, recent, distant past. So there has been recognition from your person that this is an important connection. Okay. What about in the now? Where is this relationship right now? No. Now, dear Spirit. Now, Archangel Lophiel, please guide. We've got material world. So I'm going to put it here. I want to, yeah, you could see it there. And in the possible future. So we've got strong earth now, and it's you know, material world. It is very strong earth, so it can be a grounding energy as well. And Four of Pentacles here. Okay. Let's see. In the possible future, what's going on emotionally? We've got vibrations. I'm going to take one more card. The vibrations card to me says that you need to trust your intuition, follow any signs, synchronicities, anything that you feel. I mean, remember the vibrations is also on the Hanging Man, which is Pisces. Strong intuition. Understanding. It's like telepathy, the vibrations, but I feel that it's the Divine Feminine that's more connected here. Let's see. I'm going to take one more here. I need more clarity. We've got the inner child. That's a bit of a doozy. What's generally at the bottom, and we've got pride and ego, but the peacock and the peacock's feathers do speak to a lot of luck and abundance. The pride and ego card usually, for me, I mean, it speaks to obviously more than likely fixed energies. So there is a lot of pride and a lot of ego. Two very strong characters, maybe also very competitive energies here. And we know also that the peacock will fight till its death for its partner. So this can speak to loyalty. It can speak to aggravation and fights and an emotional tug of war, let's say. But it does also speak to strong intuition. I mean, strong intuition, strong abundance, and someone that holds their place. Let's say there is great abundance here, and some of you could be dealing with someone that's got a bit of a name for themselves, right? And that's where the pride and ego comes from. Either that or it's in their DNA. Ego is very strongly Leo energy for me. The shadow side of Leo. Of course, those, not only Leo, I mean, Capricorn is also about leadership. Yeah. Taurus is also about leadership. Oh, okay. All right, dear Spirit. Taurus is all about leadership as well. Now, of course, we've all got all the signs in the zodiac. We're made up of everything. The 12 houses, the 12 zodiac signs. It's just that some people have got more heavy energy, so more planets in a more fixed sign, let's say. Okay, so let's start with where we're at the moment. Okay, so what I see here with the in the past position, there was a wish fulfillment. There was a lot of happiness here. Now, the Nine of Cups could also speak to someone is doing something for themselves that makes them feel good. This is like feeding my emotions, feeding my ego, obviously. On another level, again, it is a wish card. So I'm going to say also, because remember I added another layer, that it seems like you felt like this was a wish fulfillment, your relationship in the past, right? The Page of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We know that the pages are messengers, so maybe there was a message that was received. This is the adventurous and abundant page. So you may be dealing with someone that's a little bit younger, more of a risk taker, right? Usually with a page, it is the minor arcana of the Fool. So someone possibly ready and maybe also thinking, I mean, the pages are communicators. This is a message of passion, that someone is wanting to take that adventure, wanting to take that leap of faith into, I don't know, it could also speak to possible travel. I mean, we do see the pyramids here. We do see someone that lives in a very dry area, in a warm climate, a hot climate, I should say. But remember, it's a messenger, and it's someone that's ready to take that risk. Now, we've also got the Ace of Pentacles, which could be from the other person. So we know that aces are gifts, they're potentials. Remember that Ace of Pentacles could also be a promise pertaining to the future. You could have been dealing with someone that's very slow or needs to be very certain before they can offer this ace, this new beginning. Ace of Pentacles is also possibly, could be a home, so someone that could be residing physically at a distance to you, possibly. Someone who holds strong earth in their chart, someone who needs to know that it's safe and secure before they take that leap of faith. I mean, this could also speak to someone that's in a marriage. You could be dealing with someone that's in a possible marriage, because the Ace of Pentacles does speak to marriage. Four of Wands also speaks to a possible marriage, right? If not, someone that's in another marriage. I mean, pages could also be children, so there could be a child in the mix, in the story here. And remember, this is in the past. So aces are wild cards, they're potentials. And there is, as I said, there has been recognition from the other person. And maybe there has been an offer of a promise of a long-term connection. But if we are talking about someone that's in another connection, another relationship, or this could be someone that is a father, right? Because the pages are children. Someone that could be a father, someone that's trying to get their act together, possibly. And someone that's, taken a risk. But there's naivety here. Pages are all about, I'm needing to discover. So the other person could have been wanting to discover this relationship, but they could also be dealing with other situations here. Okay, as I said, possible marriage. Now, why we've also got here, we've got Justice here, which Justice is Libra, and Libra can speak to possible divorce. Now, Nevertheless, it's a card of karma, it's a card of balance and peace. This could be speaking to the Libra chapter, which is ahead of us here. And I'd just like to sort of go back and forth. We've got Aries. I mean, the Fool card, which is a journey, right? It's the Fool's journey. And we've also got Temperance. So we do have a lot of fire here. So Aries and Sagittarius. Aries is, I want to take that leap of faith. I'm going to start that new journey. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to take leadership, right? Aries is cardinal fire, so it's all about new beginnings. But then Temperance is speaking to, even though it's a energy of fire, and fire speaks to desire, of course, but Temperance is saying you need to, obviously someone's taken a leap of faith, maybe they took a risk, a new journey, a new cycle opened up for them. But remember, Temperance always comes after the Death card, Scorpio. So possibly someone, and it can also be connected to shocking events, a shocking turn of events where someone feels as though they've been taken for a ride, they've been taken for the fool, because we've got Uranus up here. And Uranus is the rebellion, it's sudden tower moments, it's, breaking free from something that was quite limiting. It's a lot of tension, a lot of nervousness. I mean, if we add Aries, which is fire, so Mars and Uranus connecting. This happened astrologically only like a month and a half ago, dear friends. So I'm wondering, I mean, we're sort of going back in time, and then because I'm reading multiple layers here. So if this is going back in time, because this is the Karma Dharma, now, of course, the Fool's journey starts. This could have been when this relationship started, where someone took a risk. It was desire-based. Mars rules Aries. Someone took that, instigated that new beginning. They followed their desires and their passion. Now, of course, also the Fool's journey, it is a journey, so it could speak to possible physical distance. So I don't know if, because Uranus also rules the internet, so possible connection through the internet. Uranus is communication, of course, through social media, possibly. And then we've got Temperance, which also speaks to foreigners, foreign countries, physical distance. And Temperance also speaks to Archangel Michael, so a divinely guided union. Remember, Archangel Michael speaks to protection as well. But we know that Temperance also speaks to balance. Remember, it's an alchemy that's going on here. That Spirit is saying it's going to happen in divine timing. You need to be patient. Someone is needing to heal. They've gone through a karmic purge, we could say, with Temperance is a number 14, right? We go from the 0 to the 14. And if you think of Scorpio and Aries, both are ruled by Mars. What's really interesting is that Mars is now going to retrograde in Gemini, so it's got a lot to do with decisions. And it will be in the sign of Gemini, which is all about communication, curiosity, anything written, spoken, anything to do with a twin of yours. Gemini's siblings, it's your close environment. There's like a back and forth, needing to make a decision. This will be playing out until next March. So remember, Mars speaks to our desire, our passion, our courage, the fire beneath us. What is it that we are willing to combat, to fight for, to win? Remember that Mars is the soldier. It is he or she that will have the courage to go on that journey. And obviously Mars is the warrior, so it's talking about a difficult cycle that's opened up, right? And remember that Aries is the beginning. Sagittarius is more about the wisdom. It's more about the expansion and the growth. It's about philosophy. So this is quite a journey. This is quite a journey. And Temperance is saying, again, I'm going to say, someone needs to heal. I don't know if this is talking about the Sagittarian period, Scorpio-Sagittarian time. Possibly it could be. And remember that also after a death, Spirit is saying healing needs to happen, but also you need to hold yourself. I mean, the sun will rise again for you. You need to be patient, be wise. This is divine help here, and this is divine timing as well. Now, obviously, Temperance and Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about justice. Has there been fairness and justice? That's the thing we need to ask ourselves. And we've got justice right here. Has there been truth? Have you maybe... have you been wearing rose-colored glasses? I mean, we've got Pisces here. We've got water here. 9 of Cups could be the Piscean energy. Easy. And we also see the fish here, which does speak to illusion, possible illusion, imagination, a dreamy sort of an energy. But I like that we've got the material world card here with the Mystic Moon Oracles, because it speaks to a sense of grounding, a sense of the ability to manifest, to create in the physical world. Now, money could be also connected to what's going on right here, and it's on the Justice card, which could be a possible divorce settlement where someone is paying money. I mean, the Four of Pentacles is someone that's trying to hold on to their money, someone that's very money orientated, needs their security. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here, and we've got the material world. So strong earth comes up. Physical matters to do with money, self-worth, possible property. Now, this is the now position. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is a possible new beginning, a possible offer. Ace of Cups in this deck, I see that, I mean, this could be tears of sadness or tears of joy, obviously here. Maybe there's possible also disillusionment here, where someone feels as though they've been deceived, or there's a disappointment where something was really dreamy. Remember, this is also connected to you. So this is like, if we count the 9 of Cups and the 10th cup here, this could be a possible ending in the recent past. So a possible completion of a cycle, right, where there's a possible restart. But I think that the season of Libra has got a lot to do with it. Now, if this is not a time card for you, then this is saying that someone is looking for their balance, their harmony. There's been injustices, there's been unfairness, because someone's been holding back on their money, holding back on their true emotions here. And this comes from the other person. So you could be dealing with someone that is holding back on what's going on in their life now, if they're possibly going through a divorce settlement. Or this could also say possibly now that someone, it could be the other person, because 4 of Pentacles, which is earth, strong earth, 4 of Pentacles speaks to someone that needs to know that they're safe, that their heart won't be broken, that they will not be disappointed. So they hold back on their emotions. They need to know that this could possibly work out long term. And remember, the other person has the potential of the Ace of Pentacles. So they've been possibly wanting this with you, but they could also be dealing with injustices, legal matters. I don't know if it's connected to business. Possibly they could be losing money. I mean, the Four of Pentacles speaks to the miser. And I don't know if a family situation is going on here. What's going on here? We've got another marriage card, which is the Ten of Pentacles. Right? Ten of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here and the Ten of Pentacles now. So again, possibly it could be speaking to an ending of a marriage, the ending of a difficult, long-standing, I don't know, situation. I mean, we know that pentacles are very slow, and we see a lot of pentacles here again. So it's got a lot to do with family, financial support through family, possibly. Now, this could also possibly speak to because the fours always speak to the home. They always speak to the home and to someone's emotional financial security. But this again turns into the Ace of Pentacles. So it's as though in the now we could possibly be revisiting the past, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. Now, I'm going to say that I feel that the other person has felt sort of left out in the cold. I do feel that some of you have gotten some sort of disappointment, and you've sort of left the other person out in the cold. And why do I say out in the cold? Because I've got Five Pentacles here. Now, there can be great differences between the two of you. Your financial standing, your social standing, lots of differences, a big age difference, possibly financial differences where there's imbalances. So, and it is with the Justice card, obviously, it speaks to, for me, it's very much about karma, and there's lessons here, no doubt. Now, also, the Four of Pentacles could speak to the other person, that they're not someone who opens up their heart very easily. They could be someone that has got a lot of pride and ego, so they hold back. I feel that you are more open with your emotions, but I feel now that you've sort of taken a step back and the other person feels like they're left hanging. I get that here. And there's the Hanging Man. That's interesting. So I don't know, I'm getting the notion that the tables have turned right now, where you were more open emotionally. The other person needed more security. They needed to be more sure. So you may be dealing with someone who holds strong earth in their chart. Now let's go to the possible future. So we've got a King of Wands. Could be a Leo, could be a Sagittarius, could be an Aries. For others of you, I'm going to say could also be a Scorpio. I always say that with a King of Wands, because we know Scorpio is very much about desire. So King of Wands, an entrepreneur, a business owner, someone that shows very much as a leader. This is someone who gives out tasks to others. Remember, they're all about leadership, but I'm not reading reversals. So for some of you, it does speak to someone that's quite powerful. Right? It could also be that their mask is all about power, but deep within I get that soft interior. So we've also got Pisces here. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Pisces. Pisces, again, is very much compassion, love, empathy. But Pisces can also be someone that's quite elusive for you. So right now, well, even though this could be the possible now position, or what's standing between the two of you, I should say, in the near future. Now, I don't know if this speaks to next March, which is the Pisces season. Could be. It could be. But the Hanging Man does speak to someone that's needing to see something from a different perspective, someone that is growing spiritually, right? If we look at this King of Wands, Looks like some of you are ready to take the action. You're ready to take the leadership. Or you could be business owners yourself, and the ego could be coming from you as well, because I feel that there's a sense of a hurt ego here, right? And showing on your side. Now you can flip the sides over as well. So what we see here in the near future is that after some time where someone grows spiritually, because remember that King of Wands is someone that's all about their desire. This is quite a change in the near future where someone's turning more inwards. Pisces is all about connecting to spirit and to the divine. I'm going to say spirit also with Pisces, which Pisces could speak to possible endings, an ending of a major cycle. Pisces can speak to secret love affairs as well. With the vibrations here, I mean, this is a telepathic. This is where you connect on a higher level with the vibrations card. Now, inner child also brings up wounds. Wounds from your childhood. The inner child is the Leo energy. The inner child wants to go out and play, right? The inner child wants innocence. There's like, I feel here like in between you and your person, there's been possible mask wearing, but I feel here that this is talking about taking off those masks, because there's like a maturation that's gone on. I mean, Pisces and the Hanging Man is someone's they've seen the light. We see that here, and it's been quite some time. And also with the Queen of Cups, which is very intuitive. Right? Very, very intuitive. Queen of Cups, nurturing, loving. Now, this is obviously Queen of Cups is someone that holds more feminine energy. Here we've got more the masculine. So it looks like you're ready to take the action. The other person possibly has grown spiritually, and I get like there's a connection or a revisiting back to one's childhood. So, and I feel that it's connected with this recognition, right? That someone has recognized that this is a very important relationship. Now, the Eight of Cups is I'm moving on. I've seen the light. I'm moving on. What's going on with this Eight of Cups? I will take another card, but obviously someone is leaving where they've sacrificed too much, where there have been blockages. It feels here like the karma has been worked out. Someone is following their intuition, their heart. Remember the Queen of Cups? Very intuitive, very emotional. She's very nurturing. She's all about giving from the heart. But here the Eight of Cups is that someone leaves a situation that did not make them feel happy. Someone's given and given and given to the point, they've sacrificed so much. Where there is no return, someone is going to take care of their heart. They're going to leave a situation where they could not find their happiness. Now, obviously, it shows that it's the other person that's possibly leaving a situation here. Where are they heading? They're heading towards the sun, right? They're heading towards the light. Now, it will be different for each of you, obviously, but I'm going to take a little bit of clarity. Let's see what's going on with the Mirror's Love Oracle. And remember also that I'm saying that if your person is going through a possible divorce settlement, and I'm going to say there is a possibility that you could as well, because if you've completed a 10 of Cups, which is the family, it's a restart. You may have shed lots of tears. Some of you may have been in another relationship. You've met this person in the past. You recognized that they are your other half, possibly. With a material world does speak to money, does speak to a possible opening up of something that's stable and long-term as well. It can be very costly financial, or there's just a very strong humbling energy here. Remember, the other person feels the miser, like you have stopped either loving them or you've left them out in the cold. So there's another scenario here where I feel that you've had your fill, possibly. But also remember that the Four of Pentacles is they're protecting their heart. Doesn't mean that you're not in their heart. But they may be dealing with other matters connected to the home, financial, possible legalities, connected to a possible inheritance as well. Look at that, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords and 10 of Pentacles. So there has been betrayal. There's been a difficult ending that the other person has been going through. Possibly this has been an ending, obviously, that you're both coming into as well. What's beneath that? And we've got the Moon. So there was deception or unknown matters. I mean, the Moon speaks to secrecy, doesn't it? Anything to do with possible also loss of a mother. The Moon does speak to the mother. Oh, wow. Okay. So we've got very strong energies pertaining to a young female. She's very Aries. She don't take no crap from nobody. This girl, she will kick you in at the curve. She will kick you. Young female, very very strong, very powerful. Could be blonde, could be red hair, light colored eyes, or it's just the attitude. She may dye her hair, but she is naturally, she dresses in 70s style. So I don't know if this is you or this is someone that likes old, to dress up the way they used to, you know, flower power, I would say here. Some of you could be born in the 60s or even in the 50s, possibly. But we've got a young female. This could be someone that's young at heart, or it's just the attitude. We've got children. And the children in a Mirror's Oracle many times speaks to a soulmate connection for me. Or there are children in the story here. Some of you are parents. Possibly this could speak to a soulmate connection as well, from a past lifetime. We've got a past love. Let's keep going. We see the broken heart here, so a disappointment. We've got the Ice Queen. So the young female turns into the Ice Queen, possibly. Possibly. Ice Queen would be more an air sign, could be a Libra. Or just the energies where some, you know, this young female, this could be an old story for some of you when you were younger. So we see a lot of desire and passion, a lot of fire and action being taken, possibly. And then we've got the Ice Queen, which says that we go from from fire to air. So we know the Ice Queen is usually a divorcee, someone that's gone through pain and hurt. Some sort of a judgment. She could be making some sort of a judgment. So what's going on? What else do we have? We've got past life connection, a familiarity about the eyes, the depth of the eyes. And it's interesting that there is no, I mean, you cannot see her pupils here. So she's got eyes that are very cold. She does not show her emotions, obviously. She's detached. She holds back. What I get from the past life is very great depth in the eyes. The eyes are the mirror of the soul. Black eyes do speak to the Scorpio energies, Plutonian. So someone that holds back on their emotions as well. We've got passion. Interesting. Past life and the children here, so it could be a soulmate, or you've known this person from a past lifetime, obviously. We do see here that past love, there has been a broken, like a heartbreak. There's been a heartbreak, obviously, and that's probably why we see the Ice Queen. Someone's had their heart broken. There's been a disappointment here. But we also see passion here, and we see the heart that's starting to heal, possibly. And we've got like a hot, cold, hot, like a returning back to the past, possibly. We do see a dark female here. So we've got more of a, and usually the Ice Queen is someone more on the fairer side. We've got the passion here, which can speak to a, you know, two people that come together that are very drawn to each other. It can be a very sexual card as well. So there's been some sort of a heartbreak. It's connected to passion or physical connection. The children are connected as well, and past life, which could be karma. I want to take another one on that passion. So this female is not the same female here with a passion card. We've got a darker female here. So usually, I don't know if this helps, but usually it's the fire signs and the earth signs that are more on the darker side. Red hair and fair hair is more water signs and air signs. So I don't know if that helps you, but let's take one more on this passion. What's this about? So there is the heartbreak here, and there's a lot of passion and desire to heal this heart. Someone desires very much to return to a past love where there was a short-term heartbreak, or this is saying that the heartbreak will only be for short term. Let's take one more. We've got gossip, so there are other people in the story. I mean, gossip does speak to others that are involved here. This could also be that you hear news connected to a past life relationship, someone that you've known from the past. This may not be someone that you've actually connected to in this lifetime, but it could be someone that shows up in your life that will feel like a soulmate or a past life relationship. Now, possibly this Ice Queen could also speak to possible divorce. For some of you, I don't know if this is you, right? Some of you could be going through divorce, but some of you could also be parents. But there is a strong desire to connect with past love here. The heartbreak, there's some news that you may hear which could be about about your person with another past love, that there could have been a breakup. I don't know. That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting that there has been a heartbreak. There's been a disappointment for some of you. You know that you've known this person from a past lifetime. Maybe they've recently come to recognize that they are connected to you from a past lifetime. But you may hear something off of the grapevine which can speak to, it's like you're revisiting that pain from the past. You're hearing some news. There's also a lot of desire and passion to come together possibly with your person, and possibly there's you're finding out that they're going through possible divorce. So there's many layers here. What's at the bottom? And we've got the courting man. So this is someone who wears a suit. This is someone that's ready to court, to date. They wear a suit. This could be someone that holds strong air in their chart. This is someone that likes to look good. They sit behind a desk. It's an office. They work in an office. They work with something that's where they use their mind. Courting man, very casual. It looks like he's just finished work. He's finished business and he's ready to court. Ready to let his hair down, let's say. So where there's been pride and ego, I'm wondering if they're ready to sort of let loose and not hold that strong, detached emotion, right? That strong air energy where they're holding back on their emotions. We do have the King of Wands here, so, and there's the union, and there's communication. So finding out about something that's going on with a union connected to this courting man, something going on with a possible divorce here. You could be finding that out. You could be finding that out off some friends, possibly, about this relationship, about what they're up to, about what your person is up to. Let's take one more. We've got the mature man. So we do have a mature man. And I don't know if this is someone that some of you are connected to and now you're dealing with someone that's younger. Possibly. New love. New love. Communication with a mature man. Or some of you are turning. You're trusting your intuition and you're turning your back on a mature man. You're looking into a union with a courting man. The mature man usually speaks to earth and water for me, more than likely. And there's true love and a new love. Some of you may have truly been in love with this mature man. But it looks like a new cycle has begun. You've met maybe a new love in the past while you were still in another marriage. And I don't know, I feel that this is more on your side, not on the other person's side. I don't know. Anyway, let's put these cards up here. Let's pack these cards up for a moment. Let's just put them here. Be careful who you share your information with. Be careful who you trust and open your heart with. You're going to hear something from someone else. Okay. This could also be someone that sort of keeps a very low profile pertaining to their personal life. If this is someone that is well known in their community, they're very careful with gossip. Let's take 3 cards. Past, present, future. With the Lover's Path Tarot. Past, present, future. What is possibly playing out? In the past, we have the King of Coins, Zeus. This is the father of the gods. Zeus, the King of Coins, could be King of Pentacles. Many times does remind me of the Emperor as well. This is a father. This is an earth sign. It's interesting that he's sitting on the Ace of Pentacles. He's holding that Ace of Pentacles. So this was the potential recently. And remember, Zeus he's the king of all gods. He's got a position of power. So some of you are dealing with someone that does hold a position of power, and they're also a father. They're very slow. They need their security. Their money is very important for them. But Zeus is also a protector, isn't he? And he brings the light. He brings the light. He's also someone, possibly for some of you, that may not be loyal. So loyal to their marriage partner, or I don't know. We have desire, and we've got the Tristan and Isolde. Tristan is a beautiful name for me. I don't know. You can Google this this myth, this story, Tristan and Isolde. I want to show you the card. Beneath that, we've got Psyche, Princess of Arrows, so the Page of Swords, the Messenger. So check out the embrace here. Now, Tristan for me holds a very important message. It's a very angel-like message. I'll tell you why. I can't tell you exactly why, obviously. I may tell you the story on Patreon. I can't share my personal life with the whole of YouTube. But anyway, Tristan was like someone that showed up for me like an archangel. It was like a very important moment when there was a possible messenger that came to me. Their name was Tristan, and their aura was just, it was godly. It was godly. And they turned out for me to be someone that was very, very helpful, like an angel, like a huge blessing. And the first moment that I saw them, I felt their energy straight away. So I do feel here, and this is Cancer, this is the Chariot, which speaks to overcoming obstacles. There could be a possible message in the now, right? In the now, that will bring a possible turn of events where someone is making a decision, focusing on how they can move. This could speak to a possible real move, a moving of a home because of possible divorce, right? Even the material world is very much like the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a new home. So someone is desiring to move to a new home, to another love, possibly. I really feel that we should check out the story behind Tristan and Isolde. I think I've checked it out before, and it's not an easy love story. Nevertheless, the desire to move, to overcome, to move towards victory, a new home. This could also be a possible physical distance. So a home, wanting to build a new home at a physical distance. And what's in the possible future? And we've got contemplation. We've got the Hermit. We've got the Hermit. So remember that the Hermit is someone that needs to see the light, someone that's in preparation mode, someone who is seeking guidance, someone who has turned inwards. They're in solitude. They're looking for the light. They're in heavy contemplation pertaining to the near future. And if we look at the near future being obviously the Eight of Cups, I'm going to take a card on that now. So let's put these cards here as they're closer to the timing cards here. So we've got the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, which speaks to the Cancer season, possibly next June. If not, we're talking about possible January, when we're going to have a full moon in Capricorn, possibly. If that is a timing card, we could be talking about January, about movement. Remember, the Hermit is always a 9, one step before that wheel of fate changes, and we've got the 3 of Cups beneath. So that's interesting, right? With a gossip, which speaks to other people involved. 3 of Cups can speak to a possible celebration, but it's also a possible third party. This could also speak to support from others as someone is leaving a situation here. Let's take the 8 of Cups. I really need more information on that. Let's see which deck I'm going to use. I think I'm going to take the Lenormand, my dear friends. The Lenormand. So, and I'm going to say also that from the other person, this was a possible gift here, a potential here, but it's also connected to money and to a home and to something long term. So maybe the other person was looking at this offer. Remember the King of Coins. They do hold that Ace of Pentacles. So, and what I notice here in this card is we've got the home in the background. So this is someone maybe that also works with, I don't know, they sell properties, or they've got strong, Taurus is resources, property, someone's money. Let's see. I mean, what I notice here is the crown, obviously. He's a king, and the crown is here. So someone who's got a bit of an ego as well, I'm going to say. What's that 8 of Cups, dear Spirit? Why do we have the 8 of Cups? What's that about? So they're making a choice. We've got the stairway. The path opens up. This is a choice. Okay, so there's 2 doors that I notice here, even though it's the path and it brings up opportunities. 2 doors. It's like a choice being made. Remember Mars in Gemini, which will be retrograding. Someone needs to make a choice. So looks like the other person is coming up to a point where they're going to have opportunities. Either for separation, travel, there could be hesitation in making a decision to check out. This could possibly, because the 8 of Cups can also speak to physical movement. So possible travel. This is Venus in Libra, so I don't know if it speaks to when Venus now is going to move into Libra very soon. So they're going to have to make a choice. There's an opportunity here, possibly for travel or separation. Let's take one more. Oh my God, and we've got the masks here. So the masks very strongly speak to Pisces. Now the mask is someone, remember I was talking about the other person, that they've been wearing a mask, holding back on their true emotions. It could say that the masks will come off now. And that could be from both of you. Both of you are taking off those masks. And the mask coming off is that you will find out a lot about the other person. I would say more than likely that when they make a choice, possibly after physical travel, it looks like they're going to open up their heart. The inner child is here. So the masks come off, and we've got the garden. So you find out a lot about the other person, a lot about who they are, how they tick, why they withheld lots of secrets. I mean, you're here wanting to know what's going on with the other person because you don't have the clarity. the garden is here, my dear friends, and the garden does speak to truth. It's Uranus in Aquarius. This speaks to teamwork and network and fame. Yes, I did say that some of you could be dealing with someone that is well known in their community, so they were really holding back on their, you know, their watching out for their reputation. This is not something that they want. Now, this is the Garden of Eden. I love the garden there. So this could be obviously a possible meeting in a park, in a public area, where the masks will come off, choices will be made there. Could be both of you are making choices here. Yeah? Oh my God, we've got the heart. We've got the card of love here, which doesn't come out very often, dear friends, through the Lenormand. This is Sun in Leo. So this speaks to romance. Spring. Spring is in the air. And I don't know if it's talking about next spring. There's forgiveness, there's reconciliation, there's softness, there's love here. But there's also a possible choice that someone's made. I mean, this is like two people coming together. I was just talking about a meeting. And we've got another peacock. And remember that many times in other Lenormand decks it shows Venus being reborn. And at the end, well, 22nd, 23rd of October is when Venus will form a brand new, very important point, a new cycle. She opens up in Libra, in her home of Libra. And Libra is all about justice. It's all about balance, peace, fairness, and justice. So maybe it's a time of justice. They are in heavy contemplation, so there will be a fair bit of quiet moving forward and in the possible future, but they're seeing the light. Three of Cups, a possible reconciliation. And the Nine of Coins, someone that is single. We've got heavy Virgo energy. So I don't know if you're a Virgo, if you're dealing with someone that holds strong Virgo in their chart. Remember, Virgo is all about perfection. Slow, strategic moves. Let's take the Island Time Wellness. What's going on? Archangel Lophiel, please guide. What is going on with this divine union? What is the heart sitting on? Oh my God, there it is. Third parties, a love affair. The snake also speaks to a third party, but it can also speak to a poison, healing, the forbidden fruit, secret love affair, going through heavy challenges. Again, this is the Garden of Eden, which I just spoke of. Overcoming obstacles. It is a 7, and 7 is also, could be a 7-year situation. I mean, we've got the another 7 here with a desire, the Chariot. This can speak to deception, a strong, also secretive love affair. And we've got the lilies here, and the lilies does speak to a spiritual connection. We've got the Hammer. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on. We've got the Love card here. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. She's carrying the heart. It looks like I mean, that heart is quite heavy. It's been a very difficult time with a Hammer here. A lot of work needed to go into this. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. And we've got the Courting Man. So there is love and a possible offer here. So someone likes you. I feel that someone is going to be more open pertaining to their emotions. Fun and flirting. This is like lightening up the heavy energies. Wanting to date, it says. So I don't know if some of you have never dated before. that unconditional love came through. We've got the unconditional love here with the Pisces, but it speaks to needing to wait. Having, loving through sacrifice, sacrificing other things for love, possibly. What's at the bottom? And we've got the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Changed mind. The Phoenix rising up. Wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. The Phoenix comes after the wedding. Okay? Girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So there's been a lot of karma, there's been third parties, and there's been an ending. The Phoenix is rising up from its ashes. I don't know if it's talking about Scorpio season. We are going to have eclipses. We're going to have an eclipse in Scorpio, right? Which is going to be a new moon, my dear friends. So a lot will be playing out in the near future, just around the corner. I want to see what she's sitting on. We've got the Five of Pentacles here. So in the near future, as I said, I did read the Five Pentacles here in the now. So they feel as though you've left them out in the cold, but you're feeling that too. And there's great differences, as I said, between the two of you. And we've got the Lovers. So someone needs to make a choice here. And it's got a lot to do with their money matters as well. It's as though someone's choosing between their money and their heart. What wins in the end is the heart. That's what I get here. So, okay. Let's just take 3 Lenormand. Just 3 Lenormand, and then I will take the handwritten love messages. I want to thank you so much, dear friends, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Remember that this is a general reading. This is not your own personal reading. Take only the messages that resonate for you. I do see hardships in the near future. I do, with the Eight of Cups and with the Hanging Man. We're going to have to be patient. We're going to have to follow our hearts. There will be so much emotion that we will feel as though we are drowning. Masks will be coming off. We'll have to make important choices. Some of us will still be, looking for the answers through other wise people that can guide us, a tarot reader, an astrologer in the future. Moving forward, I would say that you'll probably get to know that in the near future that this person of yours is making a choice. You're going to get to know you're going to get to know a lot of things about them, but the last thing that they will let you know about is their deepest depths, what they hold really locked up within their psyche, within their inner child. It's not, you're dealing with someone that's not very, they don't easily trust. Okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what's come through. We've got a ring. We've got the moon. We've got the book. We've got the divine feminine. And we've got, there's change here. There is change here. Right, this could also speak to a vicious cycle, revisiting a situation, unknown matters. The moon does speak to secrecy many times. It can speak to fears or someone that is married, right? The moon speaks to the home. But it also speaks to someone desiring a commitment, There's been a lot of secrecy, a lot of lessons here. The book also speaks to very much that Piscean energy. So a lot of unknown matters. But the moon also speaks to fantasies, fantasizing something that she did not know or wanting to know. Or this could possibly also speak to deception and secrecy where marriage is concerned, and it's connected to the divine feminine. Now the book can speak to lessons, but it can also speak to the future. That knowledge will be coming in as well. There will be information, or that this divine feminine is doing a lot of research into unknown matters connected to someone that could be, that she feels is her other half, or that someone that's in another marriage. We can look at it like that as well. But what I love is the storks here, which the storks bring the child. It brings a new cycle. The storks speak to Mercury and Gemini. We're moving towards a new phase, new home, something long-lasting. She's wanting to build a new home, and it could be at a physical distance, right? She yearns for a new cycle. She yearns for a new home. She yearns for this transition. And remember also the stork, which brings the children. I don't know if there's a possibility of pregnancy in the future, or this is just saying that she's already building, like she's doing the work. She could be doing the work behind the scenes. Now, I don't know, remember you may be a divine feminine, you've got more masculine energy within you. You're dealing with someone that's more feminine. So take it as it resonates for you, my dear friends. Okay? So she's all about building that new home. She could also be very motherly, right? Someone that has already children. So there's a lot of movement, a new cycle opening up, and there's change coming into the future. All right, dear friends. Let's take our handwritten love messages. Let's take these, and remember, these could be thoughts or emotions that you've that speak to you, your energy. So pause the video if you want. Just tune in. Through exchange and the exchange of energy, I can tune in more to you. You can be part of the reading here. So as you obviously like or comment, obviously you are connecting with the energy whenever you watch this. Whenever you watch it. It's like you're leaving your stigma. So if you're not doing anything like that, then it's not sure that you are here in these cards, or your person, that you can, through this reading, connect to your person. We've got I hate you. Now, I just got a very itchy nose, which means strong intuition. I hate you has come through in the reverse. I've got 2 Joker cards here, and thank God this does not come out very often. Thank God. It's a heavy card, and I usually take an extra when I take it for you, because there's 2 jokers. One is I love you, and the other one is I hate you, but it came out in the reverse. It flew out. So that could speak to, yes, love and hate are very close together, very closely linked together. Or someone is connected here to a third party, where there is a lot of hate, a lot of dark feelings and emotions. So it will be different for each of us. Let's see. Now, it did come out in the reverse, but anyway, take it as it resonates for you. I want you back, do you? 3 of Cups. Over here, obviously, someone does not know how the other person feels. Win or lose, I'm going to take a chance on love or at the casino. Someone is juggling. could be also juggling between two parties, two people, a past and a future, marriage, a spouse, and a love connection. Or this is someone that doesn't easily take gambles, so it would be more a fixed sign. Even though Leo does like to gamble and they're fixed, so this is not including Leo in this. Or if this is Leo, they like to take a gamble and they like to go to the casino. So you are very attractive. I don't know if I can keep my hands off you. That's the Ace of Wands. Way too many cards. What else is that we need to know? And this is like the Ace of Wands is a strong desire. Obviously, there's a very strong sexual connection between you and the other person. This card jumped, so I will take it. And that was in the reverse as well. You are my sun, you are my soul. You know, reverse cards usually go back to the previous number for me. So if this is a Two of Cups in the reverse, you could be going back to square one, back to Ace of Cups, which is here. My heart is in your hands, please don't hurt me. Six of Pentacles. Another jumper. Okay, you took the stars from my eyes, you took my heart and I want it back. Some of you got, I remember this, you know, giving you this card in last week's reading, the other person that we read for. Last week we didn't do the twin flame soulmate, we did the other person. Very similar. So this is the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Oh my God. After you left me, my world stopped. Please come back. A couple more. This card fell. I want to marry you. I want to share my life with you. Ten of Pentacles. This is actually the Ace of Pentacles, which is promised here from the other person. One last card, I think. And we've got another three. Don't ever think that I don't love you and that I forgot you. I will always be here for you with open arms. Three of Wands is usually a physical distance or someone waiting to see their ships. Some of you could be physically at a distance, but there could also be third parties here, remember. Don't ever think that I don't love you and that I forgot you. I will always be here for you with open arms. So someone is waiting for an embrace. Very patiently. And there's always been love here. What's at the bottom? I had been dreaming about you before I met you, and that's the Six of Cups, which is a soulmate card. Six of Cups, nostalgia, looking back to the past. Okay. Six of Pentacles here. My heart is in your hands. Please don't hurt me. Remember that this is equal giving and receiving. If there hasn't been any of that, obviously there's been imbalances here. There's been distrust. Please don't hurt me. I mean, my heart is in your hands. I trust you. It's like one says, I trust you, but there's been a breaking of the trust here. You took the stars from my eyes and took my heart and I want it back. Someone's run off with your heart. So they're holding on to your heart. I do feel, dear friends, that there are going to be important decisions moving forward. Very important decisions moving forward, as Mars, which does rule our desires, is going to retrograde in Gemini. There will be very strong, very important decisions that we need to make. Now, if I just look at the bottom of the decks here, we've got the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So possible for some of you, marriage, abundance, so financial stability, and open heart, strong spiritual connection as well. Also, this can relate to two very powerful people, two very strong characters. Ice Queen, possible divorce, possible judgment, possible Someone that's been hurt and has detached. Where there was desire, now we've got the Ice Queen. Children can speak to the inner child. Some of you are mothers. You've got responsibilities for mothers or fathers. Past love, there's a broken heart here that is needing to be mended. It is connected to a past life connection. There is a lot of desire and a lot of passion. Yes, there are third parties. The heartbreak here speaks to short term. Maybe also to heal this heart, it will be short term. There will be some news. And, you know, the clock is timing. The Lord of Karma and timing. Maybe happiness was only short term because of other parties. I mean, the messages can be read in so many different ways, right? Would you like me to take a message from the gods? I think that I would love to take a message from the gods. So, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, my dear friends. And remember, I am also, the month of September, offering, wow, I did speak of Mars, Aries, and battle. Remember, I did speak of Mars. Until the end of September, I am offering a 13% off all my readings. Number 23 and Mars. Aries, Aries is Mars in Greek. Okay, Aries is the son of Zeus and Hera. He is the god of war and battle and embodies not only the spirit, but also the blood and guts of the fight. Often thought of as a kind of butcher, Aries does not govern the strategy of war, but rather the physical aspect of the fight. Now, what's interesting is Mars, we know, was Venus was married to Vulcan. So Mars was the outsider, the third person. Keep that in mind. And Mars and Venus were the lovers, but Venus was married. So the message says, let me just restart. Aries is here to remind you that it may be necessary for you to take a step back and see what is occurring for you at this time. To be in the heat of battle without a sense of how and why you are there is dangerous. To be oblivious to the need for battle when in danger of losing yourself and your ground is also equally dangerous. It may be necessary to fight at this time, but it is essential for you. It is essential that you understand what you are fighting and why, in order to choose the most beneficial course of action. Fighting for what you believe to be right is very important, but the act of standing for your truth must be more important than achieving your desired outcome. It is very important that you are not fighting just to protect or nurture an injured ego. I did speak of the ego before. As proving that you are right or better is not a noble reason to fight. So let's read that again. It is very important that you are not fighting just to protect or nurture an injured ego. As proving that you are right or better is not a noble reason to fight. If that is the reason you are fighting, you need to let the injury go and focus on other opportunities that exist for you now to invest your energy in. Also, be careful not to butcher your way through the things and people you love at this time. This is not the way to get things done. If passions are running high, it's important not to take out all your aggression on those who love and support you. Sometimes when we can't fight what we are really angry at, we take it out on the closest targets. If you have pulled this card, it is time to fight for yourself, your ground, your loved ones, or your beliefs. But don't fight blindly. It is important that you see what is happening and why. Reveal your true motivations. Discover what is truly driving the battle. After examination, if the battle still seems like it is based in your personal truth and integrity, then move forward with calm, strong action and a clear state of mind. So Aries speaks to a lot of frustration for me, but that things can get quite challenging. Now, Aries is also Mars. He's got the confidence and the courage to fight for this love connection. But remember, he was the third person. Now, Aries to me can also speak of a battle, a dirty battle. So I don't know with this Justice card, and if someone is going through possible divorce, it can get quite harsh and very frustrating, I'm going to say, because Mars wants to move forward. Mars is all about forward momentum, taking the action, moving forward. But Mars is needing to regress back to the past, to visit old situations, right? And Mars does speak to courage and learning to fight for what is real, learning to fight for love, learning to fight for integrity. That's what it's all about. And remember that the 23 does add up to a number 5. And number 5 is the Hierophant. Fight for what you believe in. If this is a spiritual connection, and you feel that this is what your psyche is telling you, that this is an important connection and it may not have materialized yet. But if this is what you feel is your future, then you need to take the action towards it. Then you need to keep fighting for this and not give up. Just keep away from anything that is harsh. I mean, he's also showing off his sword, so I don't know if it speaks to verbal fights or legal fights, a fight of the truth and a lack of truth, deception, illusion. It's like clearing the air, using one's desire and one's passion to clear the air and set things straight. Because the truth will always help us move forward. Without the truth, living in a daydream or in a fantasy is not the right thing to do either. So I will leave it here, my dear friends. I want to thank you all so much. Thank you so much for being here, sending you lots of love and lots of light. I will catch up with you soon. Ta-da.